And my delight to welcome into the studio two ladies who look terrified. And the reason they look terrified is probably the person who's brought them in. I'll say hello to the ladies first. Claire and Anne, good afternoon, ladies.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And then the gentleman who's brought them in. Derry, how you doing, boy?
I'm doing very well, Alex, and it's nice of you to call me a gentleman. I do appreciate that. But I've just met these two ladies, but they've been in touch with me for a number of weeks now about a super show that we're going to do on Sunday next, on the 6th at Onchan Stadium. Going to raise as much money as we possibly can for this wonderful charity group who are fighting the breast cancer, because every family, I think, is touched by it at some stage, and it's a really horrible thing. And the Purple Helmets have put themselves into the show on Sunday wholeheartedly, and we're looking to raise quite a lot of money, so we need to get everybody up there to Onchan Stadium on Sunday.
Now, before we talk about the event that's taking place this weekend, who looks less terrified? Let's go to Anne. Tell me, for a start, let's talk about the details of what the charity group is and actually what you do raise money for.
Well, it's a Manx breast cancer support group. We raise money to improve the breast cancer service on the Isle of Man. We've already built the breast cancer unit at Nobles, so now we raise funds to equip it and to maintain it to the highest possible standard that we can.
And Claire, what sort of events do you normally do around the island? Because we've talked about the breast cancer unit up there. That wasn't exactly small change to build. So, what sort of events do you come up with to actually raise these monies, sort of year round? What other events have you had?
Well, kind of my involvement is slightly different. I'm now on the committee for Manx Breast Cancer Support Group, but the way this event came about, this really good cause, started 3 years ago. This is its third year now. My children just decided they wanted to raise some money for a charity on the Isle of Man. They saw that big thermometer in Nobles Hospital and they just thought, how do we make that go up? So that's what forms the really good cause 3 years ago on the prom. Last year was our year 2 and this year's our year 3, and it's grown every year. Manx Breast Cancer Support Group have been involved. They're the charity that we chose to raise money for each year. Last year we grew it to Rebecca House, this year Rebecca House and the Scouts trip. So I'm now on board to get involved in all of the other events that Manx Breast Cancer Support Group get involved in. And they've got loads this year. In fact, the only month off that the charity's got this year is August.
Yeah, that's right.
So, Anne, you're probably better placed to talk about all the events that are lined up this year.
That was you dropped in it, Anne.
Yeah,
that's basically what you just did. Yeah.
I've only just got the list, to be fair.
I will let you off then.
We do... the Isle of Man Brewery kindly give us their tent from 12 to 6 on Mad Sunday as a fundraising event where we have local bands come on and perform, that sort of thing. And then we've got, hopefully, a moonwalk along the prom in conjunction with Equiem on June the 16th. June the 25th, we've got a fashion show at the Abbey. Nothing in July or August, as far as I can remember. Then we have a big ball in October and a couple of other events in between.
Now, this is where we get back to the event that's coming up this week, because I think there's a strange irony in raising money for medical care by a group who, quite frankly, by the end of the shows normally look as if they need some.
Well.
Derry, what can we expect from the Purple Helmets this week?
Well, it'll be a brand new show this week, featuring all the same old stunts, but not necessarily in the same order that we're very famous for. Just to go back to what Anne said there about these mooning on the promenade, that sounded quite good.
A moonwalk.
Oh, a moonwalk. Oh, all
Derry,
right. I thought she said they were mooning on the promenade. And yes, but it's what we do. It's what we do best,
How many years have the Purple Helmets been going now? Because,
23 years. 23 years, and all the lads are 23 years older than they were when we started.
I was going to say, are they finding it a challenge, or are they forever young?
Oh, absolute challenge. It's always a challenge. Life is a challenge, everybody. I don't know if anybody's on the camera there, but...
Your camera's here, by the way.
Oh, there it is. Well, aren't these girls lovely? I think they are.
Oh, brilliant. Derry, tell us, what time's it all kicking off on Sunday? Sunday the 6th of May, all in aid of the Manx Breast Cancer Support Group at Onchan Stadium. What time's it all kicking off?
Well, the gates are open 10 a.m, and we hope you'll get up there early and support the car boot sale and all the other stuff that's going on. And then you'll know when you hear us coming on the bikes up the road to the stadium. We will arrive there, at X hours, so you won't know when we're going to get there, and we'll do our show at about whatever o'clock it is when we get there. So we like to be precise with these things.
People don't need to book tickets in advance, do they? They can just turn up on Sunday morning.
Turn up and fill your purse before you go, fill your wallet, and let's chuck some money in the bucket and raise some decent money for this, because, well, it's it's very close to us actually, because one of our very dear friends at the moment, this very day, she's away in Liverpool having treatment, and it really is a horrible thing. And sincerely, I'm not joking now, because people think I joke a lot, but it's so worthwhile. So bring your money with you. Don't come up without any. And chuck it in the bucket for Manx Breast Cancer Support Group at Onchan Stadium on the 6th, next Sunday.
Brilliant.